Regardless of whether or not individual women wanted to have sneakers, most companies actively kept women out of sneaker culture by not making shoes in their sizes. So once tennis is created, tennis shoes are created, other things begin to arise. Industrialization gives rise to rich industrialists, but it also brings many, many immigrants to North America looking for jobs. And so sports is considered to be something that all people of all classes can be encouraged to do. This is why the YMCA is created. And one of the most famous games in the history of sneaker culture is invented for the YMCA as part of this movement, which was basketball. It became a sport that took over women's colleges. Women were encouraged to play the sport because the way Naismith made the sport was to dissipate passion. So at the turn of the 20th century, there's this incredible moment where you could exercise as an expression of status. You could exercise as a form of good, solid female health. When World War I happens, Hollywood is emerging, and you have a huge division around the whole world. Countries begin to focus on the physical fitness of men. Women, on the other hand, are supposed to exercise to look good. So here, the woman's still allowed to play tennis. It's still an upper class kind of pursuit, but she has to now do it wearing a high heel to sort of show that I'm not doing this just so that I can be active. I'm doing this as an expression of privilege. This reminds me of something that happened pretty recently in sneakers for women, which was the wedge-heeled sneaker, which was sort of allowing women to be sort of near sneaker culture, but we had to somehow still have this heel reference that didn't fully allow us in.
Cheryl Swoops obviously was the first female to have her own basketball shoe, and that was mid-90s. When you look back at women and their influence on sneaker culture, it's pretty recent that we've had our say. I remember, the Reebok aerobic shoe was like the thing that all women had, and that really like sparked a whole movement of women in sneakers back in the 80s or maybe late 70s.
Regardless of whether or not individual women wanted to have sneakers, most companies actively kept women out of sneaker culture by not making shoes in their sizes.